Okay, so in this short video, I'll show you how you can easily rerun your results and also how to output those results in a convenient format. So here is the code that I used for the time series data video that I did. Now, the big advantage, of course, of using a code-based software like R rather than menu-based is that it's incredibly easy to rerun the results. All you need to do here is to highlight all the code here in your source editor window. And an easy way to do that on Mac is to make sure the cursor's in this window and then just press Command A. On Windows, it will be Control A. And that will highlight all the code, all the lines. And then you can simply click this Run button here, and it instantly reruns everything, and you get all your results immediately. This is the big advantage of using a code-based system rather than menu system. You don't have to go through all the menus again. It's just done instantly. Now, of course, you could, as far as the charts go, simply export those here using this export button. So for example, this one, if I click export, you can save it as an image, which is a PNG file, or as a PDF. This one, of course, will be a bitmap, which won't scale very well. The PDF, on the other hand, is a vector image, which will scale perfectly without losing resolution. So you might want to do that. You simply click on there, say, for example, here. It comes up this box where you can change the size if you want, the orientation. I normally leave things pretty much as they are, particularly with a PDF, which can be resized anyway. You can change the directory in which you save it. You can have a preview and then just click Save. If you wanted to output your results, one way would be to copy from here. Say you wanted these results here to be pasted in some way, you could copy them like this and then paste them, but that probably wouldn't work very well. It probably wouldn't paste in the correct format, particularly with a table like this. Probably the columns would no longer line up properly. There's a much better way, and that's simply to go to the File menu. Now here on my Mac, of course, the menu bar is detached from the window. On Windows, of course, it'll be part of the window, but nonetheless, you'll still have the File menu, and you simply choose Compile Report. And this enables you to output, as it says, create a standalone report that contains the code and output from your R script. You can output as a PDF, as an HTML file, which will then display in your browser, or an MS Word doc. Now, in fact, I found here that choosing PDF for some reason doesn't work. As you'll see, if I click PDF here and then click Compile, it comes up in the render window, and I keep getting this error message because to render a PDF file, it uses LaTeX, and for that it needs this tiny text package. But in fact, I do have that package installed, and so I'm never quite sure why this doesn't work. Perhaps here perhaps on Windows it would work. There is a workaround to this. For example, let's say let's go back to Compile Report. Now, if I were to choose MS Word, that would create a Word document. And of course, a Word document, if you've got Microsoft Word and you have a Word document, you can, of course, export that as a PDF from Microsoft Word. So you could do it that way. Alternatively, you may want it just as a Word document anyway. Let me just show you the HTML, first of all. That compiles it as an HTML document, it opens it up in a separate browser, inbuilt browser window within RStudio. And as you can see, you get the title of your file. Here's the title, the name of your username, Bobby in my case, the date. It then has the code here, as you can see, this first set of code, and then the output underneath. And you also get the charts and everything. So if you wanted it in HTML format, that's fine. You can always open it in your browser here, whatever that is. It'd be Safari here on the Mac, maybe Edge or Chrome on Windows, or even Chrome on the Mac as well. I use Safari. And indeed, if you open it in Safari, you could then export it as a PDF, but I found that didn't look particularly great. It's much better to do it via a Word file. Now, if I want a Word file finally instead, I just go back to here. Now, what you'll find here is that when you compile it and it creates a Word document, and that document, by the way, will be in your working directory, the same directory as your R file and your data file. It will in fact automatically open it in MS Word if you have that installed on your computer. Now, in fact, I don't have a Word installed here on my Mac here. So what happens in fact here is that it will open it automatically in Pages, which of course is the Mac word processor. But if you had Word installed, it would open it in Word. Obviously, if you're on Windows, then you won't have Pages. You probably will have Microsoft Word installed, and it will open it in that. So let's just click compile and see what happens. So it creates a Word file, and it then, as you can see, is opening this in Pages. And in fact, the problem with Pages is that it doesn't always have the same fonts as a Word file. So what I tend to do, in fact, I tend to do this on another Mac, which does have Word installed. But nonetheless, it's still quite okay in Pages. And of course, you could then save this as a Word file from Pages if you wished. So as you can see, it's very easy to get a nice printout of your results. You could then, of course, if you don't want the code and you don't want all these, notice it does put these hash signs at the start of each line for some reason. You could obviously copy and paste this into another separate document. So you get the data out, you get your results, which you can then, of course, start copying and pasting into other documents and so on. So it's relatively very easy to, I'll just close this down, very easy to output your results in a convenient format.